Welcome to another episode of Proper Style. Now today's video isn't a formal review but rather a quick recap of two cars that I drove the other night. First is the new for 2016 Mazda Miata. Second is a WRX STI Limited. Both of these cars are impressive and interesting to drive cars, and of course they're both very different. Now, apart from the aggressive styling and the sleek gray color, what really stood out to me the most of the new Miata was how crisp all of the lighting looks. I really didn't appreciate what Mazda was doing with these taillights until I saw them in person and fully lit. I totally get it now.
Has a nice growl to it. Someone was saying online on a YouTube video that it doesn't sound very aggressive, but I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with this because this one sounds mean.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Sounds like a sports car to me.
It's got the sports car feeling,
Yeah.
like a more expensive car, you know?
Yeah. Like a much more expensive car.
Yeah, and I found it responsive, man. It's with the steering, it's precise.
Yeah, it's very on point
Yeah.
actually.
They put more aluminum on the chassis.
Yeah, supposedly all the panels except for the doors and some other part are now aluminum. So the fenders and all that are finally
Right.
aluminum.
Maybe it's lighter too.
Yeah, I wish they'd have done aluminum on my fenders actually. It's very nice. Wow, it's quick.
Not bad, yeah.
It's definitely a nice car.
And I love the visibility too, man.
Yeah, I can see out of it really well.
Yeah.
It's very nice. They kept the same feel as the old car, but it's very nice.
Yes.
That was really the most apparent thing to me as an owner and lover of the original Miata. Mazda managed to capture the essence of the original car while refining it considerably. It has all the comfort and pomp of a modern car with the lightweight and simple feeling of an old Miata. On one hand, there's electroluminescent and LED everything, a fancy screen on the dash and steering wheel buttons. The other hand, it's a small and sporty steering wheel with good feedback in a car that feels like it's on rails and is carrying no heft.
It's not bad, huh?
This car doesn't need an exhaust. People were saying that the car is not loud enough or whatever. It's plenty loud.
It is loud. It's decent.
It sounds sporty. Well, this car is fast, man.
Yeah.
That's another thing this car doesn't have in common with the old car. This thing is actually decently quick from the factory. Even with two people in it, it actually gets out of its own way with urgency. It's very unlike the NA, which just had enough oomph to propel one person to speed at a decent rate. However, the engine revs up to the same limit as the old car and provides that same sensation that there just isn't enough room to rev it out, a feeling I rather like. I'm glad that they still have that one thing in common.
Right when you pop in the gear, it just tells you the gear for a second, and then it goes back to showing you the in between. So it's 4 to 5. The lights are really good on this car too. It's really nice, man. It's a lot like the old car, but just better in every way. It's very refined compared to the way the old car felt.
To me, it sounds meaner. I mean, it sounds
Yeah. It sounds good revs exactly the same too. It revs up to 7 and that's it. That's just
Okay.
like the old car also. For a red light. How much is this? You have the paper?
The price?
Yeah.
This is about 40, man.
40,000?
Let me see.
Is this like a special edition?
40,000. Yeah.
40,000. Okay, it's an STI limited.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's got the leather and all that. Man, this clutch is heavier.
It is heavy. I told you.
Oh, it engages higher too. You have a very high seating position in this car.
You can lower it if you want.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sweet.
You're taller, that's fine.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my SD card ran out of memory a short while after this and I was too busy having fun to notice. Suffice it to say that the STI is fast. As opposed to something like an M3 which is more refined, this has all the feel of a modified car. The clutch pedal and steering are heavy, the suspension and chassis are very stiff, and even the shifter feels aftermarket. I don't see myself buying one anytime soon, but it's a great car for whoever wants one.
It's the real thing. Pure STI WRX.
Oh, yeah. It's got a really nice pull.
It's made for rallies.
This is third gear right now. Gotta wait on this guy here for a bit.
And that's it for this short update. Both cars were fun to drive and both of them appeal to me. It would not be a bad thing to actually have both in the garage. Thank you for watching and look out for proper reviews on these cars in the near future.